Hi everybody! So, I did just record a different video that you guys will see later on, but this one actually needs to get up first, which is why I'm filming this now. So, I know I haven't uploaded properly in 10 months now, which is kind of embarrassing. I hope this video serves as a good explanation as to where I've been and, you know, what's been going on in my life, which is why I haven't uploaded and all that stuff. This just serves as a good, like, kind of life update. Although, one thing I do want to get out of the way is that I know we recently hit 1K, which thank you guys so much. That means the absolute world to me. I still have plans to do a 1K celebration that I really want to do. Like, I'm thinking maybe a Q&A, like a live stream or something. Like, drop comments down below on like what you want to see because I'm all ears because I need to celebrate. Back to where I've been. Mind me if I'm a bit scattered right now. It is like 1:30 in the morning. But yeah, so my uploading schedule has always kind of been kind of sporadic. That is because, first off, this phone right here. Now, you might not think of this as super significant. However, this phone had all of like my old content that I planned to film in it. And then this phone got smashed during a trip and it broke and I couldn't access it. It got repaired recently. However, it is turned off right now because I accidentally locked myself out of the phone and the only way to access it again is if I wipe off all the data in it. So this phone, I can't get anything back from it. So I have to scrap all the content that I had planned. It's not happening and I have to film new from now on. So unfortunately that's the biggest reason why, but there are a couple other reasons. So number two, my mental health. My mental health has kind of been like a roller coaster, except instead of going up and down, it's been more of just the steep drop I get right at the peak of the coaster, just spiraling downwards. That's been my mental health for the past couple of months. It hasn't been great. But as the legend Youngblood said, I don't feel like being sad. So I decided to cosplay Misa, a cosplay I've been planning for you guys to see for a while now, in an effort to cheer myself up, and it did work. I feel genuinely happy. This is like the exact reason why I came back to cosplay, and I'm happy that I went back to this. So that's a big reason. I am not able to really go into details at the moment pertaining to that. Hopefully there will be a time where I can properly explain everything for you guys, but sadly that time is not now. On to the next point is my physical health. So most of you guys know already that I sadly was cursed in a very disabled body. I'm going to see if I can list off all the conditions I have. I have autism, I have ADHD, I have asthma, severe peanut and almond allergy, I have scoliosis in my spine that is getting progressively worse. I definitely need to see a doctor about that. I have carpal tunnel in my hands, fun fact, but that's the main conditions that I have to live with on a daily basis. For the most part, I've been used to just dealing with this. That's where this comes in. I've been used to dealing with this kind of body and just going through it, and then I recognized that shortly after attending another anime convention in 2021, my vocal these tics started happening. Right now it's just my vocal ones. I haven't started punching myself yet, which is good. I would notice first was shudders, like whole body shudders randomly at work, even if it wasn't cold. And then like I would have times where I would punch myself, and now with my voice too. And then they would start coinciding with each other. Now, I didn't really know what all of that meant. I came across a account on TikTok, and her name is Crispio, and she is a disabled cosplayer. She is a full-time wheelchair user, and I learned from her, just watching her videos, that what I have is more than likely a certain condition that she has as well. And I tried to do my own research. Eventually, I talked to my primary doctor, and then who referred me to a neurologist, because my parents saw it too, but they thought I was just suffering like maybe like seizures or something. In which my primary doctor was like, this cannot be seizures. She referred me to a neurologist, and then from there, I basically was diagnosed with a little condition called Tourette's syndrome. Now, I know that's probably a shock for a lot of you guys. I am kind of even scared to talk about this publicly because I know that there's some moments, even like these, where I'm not like ticking. There's a lot of stigmas when it comes to Tourette's that people think that you have to tick constantly, and if you have moments like these where I am not ticking at all, you're faking. And the worst part is I can't even blame them because there was one person on TikTok. Their name is Ticks and Roses. This account right here, their name is Emerald. I hate them with a passion because what they did was that they faked having Tourette syndrome. They made merch fetishizing Tourette syndrome, and then later they were called out for this. They were called out by their sibling for faking because it turns out they don't have Tourette's. They have something called Huntington's disease, and part of the criteria for getting diagnosed with Tourette's is that you cannot have Huntington's. They're under the same like diagnostic criteria. I don't remember what it is, but you cannot have both. And there was a video that she made or something on the family page or whatever, family Facebook, I don't remember, that literally they were talking about having Huntington's disease and they didn't have any tics. And I'm like, yeah, I wonder why, because they do not have Tourette's. And then when they were called out for this. They forged a medical document that was very much copy and pasted. They actually listed conditions that they had twice in the same paper, brought up things that they did not need to like mention, no doctor would ever mention, like them being left-handed. That doesn't really make any sense. And once people called out that this was a forged medical document, they deleted all their socials. And the harm that that person has done on the entire like community that has Tourette's is insane, which is probably one of the biggest reasons why I'm like so scared of like even talking about this, is because yeah, I have Tourette's syndrome and I was on the path of getting a proper diagnosis on paper, but unfortunately we ran out of insurance and my primary doctor had switched already, so I had really no access to my neurologist, and at the moment I don't have insurance either, so it's not like I can fix that. But I was prescribed medication that did help, which pretty much confirmed it. And it's bad. Sometimes I have to be restrained because I will keep punching myself, especially on this shoulder, and my entire shoulder will go red because of how hard I'm hitting myself, and I have no control over it. Sometimes my tics would cause me to trip over my own feet. I didn't even know if I was gonna have full control over my legs. It's getting that bad. So I had to throw a lot of dreams away, like, you know, being able to drive a car, for instance, because with how bad my tics have been getting recently, that's just not happening. And it's sad. So now my life is a bit more complicated because of that. But if anything, it helps me get a little bit sense of clarity, because apparently, according to my mom, she noticed a lot of those signs when I was a young kid. Apparently, I always had tics as a kid, and I didn't really experience them too much in my childhood and stuff. But as a kid, like before, like I can remember properly, while I was still like in therapy for autism, my mom said I have a lot of tics. So add that to the list of disabilities, and I normally have, for the past few months, for like videos and stuff, I have normally been like cutting all of my tics out because I just don't like them. In this video, I am purposely leaving them just so that you can kind of see what I go through on a regular basis. Yep, I knew it was I knew it was gonna last long, but yeah. Hopefully that explains a couple things. And there's been like tics I know have like slipped in the live streams and stuff, which I hope that explains why this happened. I usually try to suppress them as much as I can, but I can only suppress them for so long. So now, next update. Speaking of my live streams, which I would do every now and then, I do really want to get back into that because recently I hit 1K, which means I do not need to stream on my old MacBook anymore. I can stream on my phone now. I don't know why YouTube locks it at 1K. I think that's kind of stupid, but I can literally stream on the cell phone now, which means that the video quality for you guys will greatly improve, because my MacBook that I would stream on was from like 2014. It was super old. I'm surprised the 1K still even worked on that, but it did. This should be way better for you guys. But the next update, speaking of my live stream, I know for the past like couple of months, anytime that I would do a live stream, there would be a user called Skooky Doom in there, and a weird username. I bet you guys might be like, who are they? Who are you? He's also like commented like cringe in my TikToks before, and I know that some of you guys have come to defend me, like being cringe is actually really fun. By the way, guys, don't feel the need to defend me. I literally love it when I get hate comments because that means my videos are getting traction. I usually give them the pin of shame because I think it's funny. But yeah, a lot of guys are like, who is this Scooby-Doo? Well, it's the reason why I'm wearing this necklace right here. I don't know if you guys can be able to see it. Let me get closer. This necklace, this might not seem like a big deal, is because he has the matching one that has a moon. Basically, he is my long distance boyfriend. It feels so weird to say that out loud, but so, like, you remember when I made my Anime Expo vlog from last year, which I'm doing another one this year, because I'm not really happy with how they ran it this year, but last year was fun. You remember the Dante that I kept hanging out with, that his name was Ruben? Skooky Doom, same person. He has been my long distance boyfriend of more than a year now. We started dating on July 4th last year, literally the last day of Anime Expo, and right now we are 13 months in, still going strong. So with my mental health drops and stuff, he's generally like one of the only things that is like keeping me together pretty much. And just like the past like year, even though some aspects of the year has been stressful, is if like the time that I spend with him, be it usually on the phone, like on Discord, has just been nothing but like probably the best year I've had in my life. Like, I love that man so much. So much so that this brings me to the next life update. We are planning on getting a place together. So, I mean, you guys probably already know, but I've been living in New England for a very long time. My whole life, I've grown up between the states of Connecticut and Massachusetts, and it's gotten to the point where I am ready for a new adventure. He lives all the way in California, and it's gotten to the point where, hey, I don't mind trying out the West Coast permanently. I originally went just to go to conventions, and I really liked what I saw and kept going and realized I like it here. So we're planning on getting our own place. Fortunately, California is really expensive, but yeah, we're planning on getting our own place place, and it's really exciting not being able to finally close this gap and then, you know, just spend every day with each other. I never really got to make a vlog about Anime Boston, but like despite the long distance, we try to make the best for each other. We gotten to the point where we talk pretty much every day for hours, and I have visited him 3 times already, usually for conventions, and he has actually visited once. I never got to make a vlog for Anime Boston, but that was the time that he did visit and be here for the first time. He's never been to the East Coast before that, and I think he really liked it here. Like, I've gotten to meet his mom, he met my parents, and yeah, so now that that's out there, you know, like, now that that's out there, I'm hoping eventually I could get him on here, you know, maybe do a little stream with him or whatever. I encourage you guys to check out his channel, actually. He doesn't really post much. He posts, like, at random, just shit posting, pretty much. Anything that he feels like uploading, he'll do that. I was in one of his live streams, though, so I hope you guys go check that out. And just go check him out. So it's a secret out, but if you guys followed me on Instagram and TikTok, that was not news to you, but over here, I know this is gonna be news for a lot of you guys, but yeah, like, literally, like, I have a bunch of plushies over here, and this Klee right here, he got me. This one, and then this one as well, this matching one, he bought me as well. These 2, he got one. We were in Boston. He's got me a couple other plushies for our anniversary. Yeah, this man is truly just everything to me. So yeah, like I said, I have plenty more videos I have planned for you guys. Just, like I said, just recorded one. I recorded a bunch of TikToks, and I have another video that's just voiceover only that I am getting through for you guys. I'm so excited to post it, and yeah, I hope this was like a, you know, good little catching up. And yeah, so anyway, it's probably 2 a.m. at this point. I am gonna go take this all off and go to bed. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next upload. Bye.